So today I'm going to be installing our new home charger. It came in the mail earlier this week. It's Saturday. I'm excited to get this thing mounted. So here's the charger I picked up. It's the Iyilo charger. It's a 1450 NEMA plug. Let me open the box and show you what's inside. So I've just opened the box and here's what you get. There's this big piece of paper on top that says electrify your journey. Next to it there's a user manual and installation instructions, and then within the box itself is the charger all wrapped up and nice. It comes with a pretty good handle here. It's got a grippy texture to it. It's got a metal clip, so I'm excited to see how it works. Our current setup kind of looks like this. I just have the Rivian mobile charger plugged in to a 1450 outlet, and it comes down here. And then I've just been swinging it over and plugging it into the front of the Rivian. So a couple of weeks ago, I had an electrician come out, and they ran a NEMA 1450 plug. So there's the plug at the front of my garage. It comes up, goes around, goes into the wall, and comes into this sub panel. So we had to do quite a bit of work to get the electricity here into the house. I decided to go with the sub panel because it allows me to have some more electricity here in the garage for future use. So let's get started with this install. What I've done is I've gone ahead and I have found where the stud is on the wall. I'm using this little magnet bar here that I got for Christmas. It's an automotive tool that you can put on to your car and hold your tools while you're working on it. I thought it would be a great idea to use this to find my stud. Just put it up to the wall and it quickly found the metal nails and stuck to it. So I'm gonna mark the center of this and get it going. So I turn the charger over, and on the back of the charger there is this metal plate, and there are screws down here on the side. I've already removed them. So you have to remove that screw on each side. Once you remove the screw, this plate comes out and will lift up. So prior to mounting this on the wall, you will need to remove this bracket. So it comes with this little mounting template on this piece of paper. That can be useful, but you know what? I'm old school. I don't like this. I'm going to toss this aside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the actual bracket itself. It gives me more room to use my level, to make sure it's level, versus trying to use this piece of paper. Maybe somebody's more experienced than me, has a better way that can use that paper, but for me, this works better because I can set my level on the bottom of it, line up the holes, and mark my spots to drill. So let's get started. Does come with some good sized screws here to go into the wood, but it also has these which I think are more for masonry. So I need to go find some stuff in my toolkits to go in the drywall to hold on the other side. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back in a minute. All right, we got it all mounted. Let's go ahead and wrap the cables. It is all mounted, ready to go. My wife took off with the Rivian, so when she gets back, we'll do a comparison between the Rivian mobile charger, and I believe it's rated at, let's say, 32 amps. This charger is 40 amps plugged in. If you hardwire it, you can get up to 48 amps. So I think 40 amps for our use is going to be just fine. If in the future I need to bump it up to 48 amps, I'll just go ahead and hardwire it into this box. So, but right now I think 40 amps is going to be plenty for the use that we do, every day in our charging needs. So, comparison between the Rivian mobile charger and this Iyilo wall charger. So I have the Rivian mobile charger that came with the vehicle when I bought it. It's a level 2 charger, and I believe it's rated for 32 amps. So let's see how long it takes to charge from 68% to 80%, and then I'm going to use the new Iyilo charger, which is rated at 40 amps, to see how long it takes to go from 68 to 80%. So let's go ahead and plug this in. And it's connecting to the car. Car sounds like it's waking up because I think it went to sleep. And the light is green, so let's go inside here in the car and see what it's going to look like. So here it shows it's charging. It says it's 2 hours and 22 minutes left, so it'll end at 2:24 p.m. So if we go over to the charging metrics here, it shows that we'll end up with 237 miles of range in all-purpose mode. So looks like that's good. So plugging in the Iyilo the first time into the Rivian, let's see what happens. It's plugged in. I hear the car turning on. So we got green, it shows it's charging up front. Let's go inside and see how our charging has improved. So right now it's showing that we have 1 hour and 50 minutes left to charge. So it ends at 1:51 p.m. Let's look at our energy monitor here under charging. So we'll go to the graph. And it is showing that we're currently charging at 9.1 kilowatts. 9.2. So 9.2. Okay. So it definitely went up from the previous charge. We are charging with a level 2 charger, the Iyilo wall charger. It's running at 40 amps on a 240 circuit. So it's showing 1 hour and 38 minutes left at 21 miles an hour charge. So definitely a lot faster than a level 1 charger. We come over here to the energy monitor, and that dip was me just messing around. I stopped charging and then restarted it again. But it's showing that we're charging at about 9.2 kilowatts. 21 miles an hour. So when we first picked up our Rivian, we didn't have a level 2 charging system. So this is what we did. We used the Rivian mobile charger. We put it into our inside 120 volt outlet because I didn't really have a good place to plug it in the garage. And so we plugged it in here in the inside the house, and then we ran it out here through our little small laundry room and would plug it in into the car, and it worked really well. For the amount of driving that we did every day, we would just plug in every night and it would charge the car back to what we needed it to do, but it took forever and it was slow. So let's see how long it takes on a level 1 charger to go from 68% to 80% in the Rivian. Car should wake up. I hear it waking up, and it's turning green. And it's showing on the front the little charge lights. So let's go back and see what it looks like in the car and how long it takes on a level 1 charger. On a level 1 charger, to get from 69% to 80%, it's showing it's going to take 17 hours and 42 minutes. Now it jumped up to 18 hours, 4 minutes. It's jumping around quite a bit, probably because the door is open and it's probably using some electricity here. But let's look at the energy monitor to see what's happening on a level 1 charge. So we come over here to the graph, and it's showing a big whopping 1.3 kilowatts. Again, we're at 69%, charging to 80%. It's jumping around between 1 mile an hour and 2 miles an hour. But as you can see, a level 1 charger is definitely pretty slow. Can be used in a pinch. Like I said, we used it for about the first month or so that we owned the Rivian, And it worked pretty good. You know, we would just plug it in at night, go to bed, and get up the next morning and go throughout our day and plug it in again at night, and it would charge back what we had used throughout the day. But taking any long trips anywhere, you would definitely need to have a faster charger, and at home being able to charge more quickly too. You know, who's got time to wait and sit around overnight if you got to charge it up real quick to go somewhere? So definitely level 1 is feasible. Wouldn't recommend it though. Would definitely recommend a level 2 charger at home. But if you don't have that, you can temporarily use a level 1. And for us, it worked for that month. But we just had to adjust how we were driving. This is a lot more flexible. So we're going to plug in the Iyilo charger again. I really like this handle on this plug, on the J1772 plug. It's really hefty. It's got this nice rubbery texture. Has a nice locking mechanism here that's metal. So I'm going to plug it in. What I recognized the first time when I plugged it in, you'll hear the contacts in the Iyilo charger turning on. So I'm going to plug this in, and maybe we can capture the sound of that charger as it turns on. Let's see. There it goes. I don't know if it came up on the video, but there is a little light click. So now it's charging. Let's see how long it takes. Again, we had some weird numbers. So here it's showing 1 hour and 43 minutes left through the window. Let's see if we get in. Yeah, now it jumped up to 144 left. So it's charging at 19 miles an hour. Before, with a level 1, it was charging right around like 1 mile an hour, 2 mile an hour for range. So definitely an increase here. On the graph, it's showing, what's interesting is down here, it's showing 9.1 kilowatts, but on the graph up top, it's showing 9.2. So definitely quicker on a level 2 charger. But one of the reasons I chose the Iyilo charger was because it had some unique security features that I was unable to find on other chargers out there when doing research. So in the J1772 plug, there's a temperature sensor in there that will sense the temperature, and it will turn off the charger or derate the charger if it senses there's an issue with the temperature. Also in the NEMA 1450 plug, there's a temperature sensor in there, and it will monitor the temperature of that plug, and if it gets too hot, it will derate the charger or will turn off depending on what the temperature looks like. So I know there's a lot of concerns out there on the internet with NEMA 1450 plugs and them not being wired correctly and causing fires and things in the house. I personally, didn't want to do the wiring myself, so I hired a qualified electrician, and he put in some really high quality materials and plugs. So I should be good. I feel more confident with this Iyilo charger, and that it has temperature sensors and will shut off and turn off the charging if it senses an issue. So I was debating on going with the Rivian wall charger. I looked at the Tesla universal wall charger. I looked at the ChargePoint Plus charger. And when I came across this one, I thought, let's give this one a go. It was a really good buy. Again, I paid for it out of my own money. This is not sponsored by Iyilo. I'm just trying to share my experiences. I'll let you know how this charger goes. It's fairly new on the market right now. On Amazon, they got some pretty good deals on it. You can also go on to Iyilo site and purchase it directly from them. So anyway, I'm getting no kickback from it. Just wanted to share my thoughts as to why I chose this charger. I'm excited to use it and see how it performs. And I won't have to unplug and replug my travel charger when I go on long trips and want to take my Rivian travel charger with me. Thanks for watching.